Good morning, kindergarten. This is Mrs. Cancer. I hope you're ready for another exciting number story. As always, bring a piece of paper, a pencil, and why don't you grab 16 pennies for counting work. During today's number story, kindergarten, we are going to be crossing out objects to find out how many are left. Today's number story is about cute little Mr. Squirrel. Isn't he the cutest? Mr. Squirrel loves to collect nuts from the tree in my backyard. Well, yesterday I counted and he collected 16 nuts. Can you believe it? All that collecting must have made him hungry because I saw him eat 8 of the nuts. I'm wondering how many nuts does Mr. Squirrel have left? Kindergarten, give a thumbs up if you heard any important numbers in the story. Good for you. Let's read one more time to ensure we heard everything we need to know in order to draw our story. A squirrel collected 16 nuts. It ate 8 of the nuts. How many nuts does it have left? If you heard the numbers 16 and 8, tap your head. Good job, kindergarten. Yes, there were 16 nuts, but Mr. Squirrel decided to eat 8 of those nuts. When we are showing or drawing our story, what number should we start with first? I hear someone out there in computer land yelling, the biggest number, Mrs. Cancer. And guess what? You're absolutely right. We're going to start with the biggest number first. So, you mathematicians out there, what's the biggest number in our number story? You guessed it. That's right. 16. Kiss your brain. Now we are ready to show and draw our number story. Pause the video and make sure you have your pennies, pencil, and paper. And come back quick. Do you have your 16 pennies? Great job. Let's count together. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Phew! That's a lot of pennies. Make sure you have them organized neatly in front of you. Remember, our 16 pennies represents Mr. Squirrel's 16 nuts. After Squirrel collected his 16 nuts, what happened next? That's right. He ate 8 nuts. But wait a minute. How can we show that with our pennies? Wait, what did you say? I can't hear you. Louder. Oh, move the 8 off to the side. So I'm going to take 8 away from my 16 pennies. Let's do that. Let's count out 8 pennies and move them away. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great idea, kindergarten. Now, remember, our job is to find out how many nuts are left after we took away the 8. Do you think you know the answer? Don't tell me. Let's draw it first. Go ahead and pause the video and draw your 16 nuts. Take away 8. Remember, when we show takeaway on our paper, we do it a little differently. We're going to X out our 8 or cross off our 8. Ready? Go. Kindergarten, remember this is not an art class, so you can show your 16 nuts by simply drawing circles. Did you show 16 circles? Good job. Now, after we show our 16 nuts, what do we do next? You're cooking with gas, kindergarten. That's right. Show the 8 nuts Mr. Squirrel ate by crossing off 8 nuts or taking away 8 nuts, kind of like what we did with the pennies. So, if there were 16 nuts and Mr. Squirrel ate 8 of those nuts, how many nuts are left after you cross off 8? Did you count? Did you notice that there were 8 nuts still left? Kiss your brain, kindergarten. Mr. Squirrel had a total of 16 nuts. He ate 8 of his nuts, but he still had 8 left over for later. This equation is called a subtraction sentence because we took away one part from the whole and counted what was left from the other part. Did you notice a subtraction symbol is different from an addition symbol? Kiss your brain, kindergarten. A subtraction symbol is a short, straight, horizontal line that sits between the whole and the part. We will talk more about subtraction equations in the days to come. Good work, kindergarten.